Strč, prst, skrz,
Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
30,
třicet,
stříbrných, stříkaček,
stříkaček. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Not a punt cut square, just a square cut punt. It's round in the stern and blunt in the front. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. That's a good one.
Welcome to my YouTube channel Christina's World. Today is a special video with my boyfriend Matthew, who's gonna teach me to say
Peter Piper picked a peck of
no, not just that, but English tongue twisters, and I will have to say them well. And I'm gonna be teaching him Czech tongue twisters.
Which is going to be pointless because my tongue doesn't twist the Czech way. But
it might be funny. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's watch the video. Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
It's strč,
Strč,
first finger
prst,
through your neck. Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
Strč, prst, krst, krk.
No. Strč,
Strč,
prst,
prst,
skrz,
skrz,
krk.
krk.
Strč, prst,
Strč, prst,
skrz,
skrz,
krk.
krst,
Krk.
krk. Captain Kirk.
Skrz.
Skrz, prst, krst, krk.
Strč,
Strč,
prst,
prst,
skrz,
skrz,
krk.
krk.
Strč,
Strč,
prst,
prst,
skrz,
skrz,
krk.
krk.
Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
Strč, prst, krst, krk.
Oh, that's quite good. Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
Strč, prst, krst.
Strč,
Strč,
prst,
prst,
skrz,
skrz,
krk.
krk.
Strč, prst, skrz, krk.
Strč, prst, krk, krk. Strč, prst, krk, krk. Strč, prst, krk, krk.
Quite good. I'm disappointed.
Disappointed it weren't shit. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late.
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I am the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plukker's late. I'm not the pheasant plucker and I'm the pheasant plukker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plukker's late.
Now say it really quickly, as quick as you can.
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plukker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasant because the pheasant plukker's late. I'm not the pheasant plucker and the pheasant plukker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plukker's late.
Now do that.
I don't remember.
You can remember that. I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late.
I'm not the pheasant plucker.
I'm the pheasant plucker's mate.
I am not the pheasant plucker. I am the pheasant plukker's mate.
I'm only plucking pheasants
I'm only plucking
because
pheasants
the pheasant plucker's late.
because they are pheasant fucking late. You want me to say?
I'm not the pheasant plucker, I'm the pheasant plucker's mate. I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. I'm not the fig plucker nor the fig plucker's son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes. I'm not the fig plucker nor the fig plucker's son, but I'll pluck figs till the fig plucker comes.
Try
That's
to
a good
say
one.
no. Try to say fire truck tires. Fire truck tires. Fire truck tires.
Fire truck tyres.
Not difficult.
It's a difficult name. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Not a punt cut square, just a square cut punt. It's round in the stern and blunt in the front. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. That's a good one. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Not a punt cut square, just a square cut punt. It's round in the stern and blunt in the front. Mrs. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. I mean a square cut punt.
So obvious what you want me to say. Mr. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Not a punt cut square, just a square cut punt. It's round in the stern and blunt in the front. Mr. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt. Mr. Puggy Wuggy has a square cut punt, not punt cut
Square,
just a square cut punt. It's round in the stern and blunt in the front. Mr. Puggy Wuggy has square blunt
cut. A square cut punt.
333 stříbrných stříkaček stříkalo přes 333 stříbrných střech. 333
Třicet.
Stříbrných. Stříkaček. Stříkalo. Přes. 300. Třicet. Stříbrných. Střech. 330 stříbrných stříkaček.
300 stříkaček. Stříbrných stříkaček. Stříkalo.
Přes 330 stříbrných střech. 330 stříbrných stříkaček stříkalo přes 333 stříbrných.
No, that's savage. I can't do that. 300 stříbrných stříkaček.
Can you read it? Without, just say it's just R.
330 stříbrných stříkaček. Stříkalo. Přes stříbrných střech.
Yeah, kind of.
That's key. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Seashells by the seashore. The shell she sells are surely seashells, so if she sells shells on the seashore,
I do that one.
I'm sure she sells seashells.
She sells seashells. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. She sells seashells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells shells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Now you see this red lorry, yellow lorry. You have to say that lots and lots of times, over and over, really quickly.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red. I got.
Say it really quickly, loads of times.
Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Say it really quickly. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. It's fucking difficult.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. 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 Red lorry, yellow. God.
Which wristwatches? I can't even say it. Which wristwatches are Swiss? Which wristwatches?
Wristwatches.
Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches?
Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches? Which wristwatches are Swiss wristwatches?
How much wood would a woodchucker chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much as a woodchuck could. If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
How much wood would woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could, as chuck as much as a woodchuck would if woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to brush my hair.
Yes.
Can we swap?
Yes, we can swap. Oh, boy. Oh.
Vítejte na mém kanále Kristýnin svět. Vítejte na mém kanále Hi. Stop looking at it.
Can't help looking at it.
I'll put it away.
Put it away then.
Oh.
So everybody, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the tongue twisters. Speak to you soon.
I hope you enjoyed today's videos. If yes, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and we'll look forward to see you with our next video. Bye!